So here's another video for 3VT about the next theory. It says add or multiply. We have a new rule called the addition rule. And basically what this is, that sometimes if you want to calculate the total possibilities you have to add to different things. For example, you can read this yourself, but I'm going to take a look at this picture here. For example, here's A and there's O. Right? If you want to go from A to O, there are two things you can do. You can walk past Z here or past V. So if you go past V, then the number of possibilities you have there is 2 times 3, because there are 2 ways to get to V and 3 ways to get to O. But you can also go the other way around, and then it's 4 times 2. And those two different things you have to add. Okay, so if you couldn't follow that, we're going to take a closer look at another example. And also you can read this, but it's a bit vague if they use it like that. But here's an example. It says Brenda lets each of the spinners in figure 9.30 turn once. How many outcomes are possible with 3 identical colors? So that means that all 3 are red, or all 3 are green, or all 3 are yellow. Right? So the rule basically for the addition rule is, if you use the word and, you have to multiply 2 things. And if you use the word or, you have to add them. Here they also say that, right, with add or multiply, action 1 and action 2, then you do times, and action 1 or action 2, then you do plus. So what this means here, what I just said was, all 3 spinners must be the same color. Well, that's and, because if this one is red, then this one is red and this one is red. So you have to multiply those. But you can use 3 different colors, because the color is red, or yellow, or green. So those 3 different colors you have to add. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to add the possibilities when it's yellow, plus the possibilities that it's red, plus the possibilities that it's green. Right? Now if you take a look at this, the possibilities that it's yellow, here you have 2 of them, there you have 2, and here you have 1. So for yellow, you have 2 times 2 times 1. That can happen on 4 different ways. For the red color, we see that we have 3 ways here, and then 1 red there, and 1 red over there. So that can happen in 3 times 1 times 1, so in 3 different ways. For green, we have just 1 of them on every spinner. So that's just 1 times 1 times 1, so plus 1 times 1 times 1. So in total, the number of possibilities that you have, I should have just written down 1 here. The number of possibilities you have that you get 3 the same color is 8. That can happen in 8 different ways. Alright, this was question A. Let's take a look at question B, because there it says 65B, when spinner A is red and spinners B and C are either green, both green or both yellow. So how many outcomes are possible then? Alright, so the first spinner must be red, and then it says and one of those needs to be, well, either green or yellow. So we have to use times for the word and, but we need to use plus for the word or. Alright, so what we're going to do is, well, there are 2 ways to write this down. I'm just going to do it like this. So first I want to have the combination red plus green, right? That's one combination. So maybe I should just do it like this, otherwise it's a bit confusing. And then we also have the combination red and yellow. Now this thing over here, that's actually not something that you have to write down as long as your calculation is correct. If we go for the red-green combination, that means that the first spinner, so this spinner over here, that must be red, so that's 3. And then the other ones must be green, so that's 1 times 1. So then here we have 3 times 1 times 1. If we go for the red-yellow combination, then for the first spinner we have 3 different possibilities for red, and then we have 2 times 1 for B and C. So this one is going to be 3 times 2 times 1. So then we have 3 times 1 times 1 is 3, and here we have 6, so that can happen in 9 different possibilities. Alright, so that's the video for exercise 65. If you find all of this a bit vague because it's just spinners with colors, I'm going to make another video about exercise 67, and that's actually about something that you can imagine a bit more. It's about someone reading books. And so if you don't really understand it, watch that video first, and I think after that you get the point. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.